Welcome to ETV Bharat. I'm here with Mr. Akash Tandon. He's the founder of Pehchan, the street school based out of Delhi. Welcome to ETV Bharat, Mr. Tandon.
Thank you.
You started Pehchan with just 10 volunteers, and it was a very small number of children also. What was the spark that made you think, okay, this is something I want to do?
Okay, so the story behind usually people get motivated when they start. We were actually at our low. We were very demotivated when we initiated this whole idea. So I was throughout the college early days. I was working in different social fields until one day where we were a group of friends. We went for a survey inside a slum, and that time we realized that there were 10,000 people living in a slum adjacent to World Health Organization. So there's a building in Delhi, central Delhi, World Health Organization. 50 meters adjacent to it, there's a slum where there are 10,000 people who have zero health facilities. There's no electricity, there's no proper water supply, no roads, nothing. And the only thing that separates that WHO building and that slum was a drain that passes by.
So how is it that was so overlooked?
Exactly. So when we went, so that was actually a curiosity that made us go and visit the slum, that how can such a big area sustain 50 meters adjacent to a building which is such huge. And not just that building, within 1 kilometer, there was Delhi's CM office. Within 1.5 kilometers, there's Delhi Commissionerate's office. Within 2 kilometers, India Gate, Rashtrapati Bhavan, and within 5 kilometers, you'll find all the international embassies in Delhi. So that was the point when we went there, and we were so disappointed that, if all these people, if they can't help them, how can we?
Yeah.
We can't give them food, we can't give them medications, we can't do anything. And while coming back, we saw a few students, a few children, they were actually swimming in that drain. For them, that drain that was passing by, it was the only source of water.
And that puts them at risk of so many diseases also.
And when we came across them, we just called them out, and we just told them that this is dangerous for your life. So that was the first moment where we realized that, okay, just teaching them this basic thing that you will die if you'll swim here can actually save their lives. The only impactful social work is when you work in terms of education. If you educate somebody, if you share your knowledge with someone, if you share skills with somebody, even if you stop someday, the knowledge that you have shared, the skills that you have shared will always stay with the person. It is never going to leave that person. It will only make that person better. So that day we decided that if we can't do anything, let's just spend some time with all these children and a lot who are staying there, and just give them that basic life lessons. Okay, this is good thing, this is not good. And from there the whole journey started. Within first 6 months, we had more than 50 students coming to that location. We started taking our classes adjacent to that drain only, because most of the children, they used to play around that drain. So the slum people, they gave us a location that, okay, this is not a respectful location for you to, because you're coming here and teaching our children. So we'll give you a place. So they gave us a small place inside a temple that was located in that slum. So that was our first center. And within first year, we had more than 150 students from all across the slum. A lot of them were drug addicts. A lot of them, they were used to beg outside the metro station. But within a year, we had more than 150 students who used to leave everything what they were doing. And so the classes used to start at 3. So by 2:30, everyone used to stand outside the center in a line holding their notebooks that this is our time to learn.
Oh, wow.
After 10 years, when we look back, the skills, the knowledge that we have shared with so many, like thousands of students in last 10 years, nobody is going to take it back from them.
And you were already a working professional when you started Pehchan.
Yes.
So when did you feel like I should not wait for somebody else to, change things and do things on my own?
So as I mentioned,
and gather people also. You've also mobilized.
Yes. So we were already doing a lot of social work since our college days, and while we got into jobs, we still had some time. So we thought that, okay, let's whatever time we have, let's give it back to the community. And as I said, see, every human, as a human, we all want to do some good work. Right? We just don't find the right platform to do so. So we just thought, okay, how can we help? And eventually we came across this whole idea that, okay, it won't take much of our time. It won't take much of our resources. What you need to do is you need to just go interact with all these children, and you need to just teach them some basic life lessons, something that we have learned throughout life. We have to just share that knowledge.
Organization is also largely run by volunteers.
Right.
How do you manage to run such a huge organization in such a large scale? Purely, what are the learnings when it comes to working with volunteers also?
See, first is since it's a completely volunteer-based organization, we don't pay our volunteers. We have around 1,000 people right now who are working across 10 different centers. The basic definition, if I tell you, of Pehchan the Street School, it's a platform which connects the beneficiary to the person who's having resource. So any individual who wants to share their resources, their knowledge, their skills, they can come. You are good with arts, you're good with science, you're good with maths, you're good with English, come teach your subject. For the beneficiaries, it is open for anyone and everyone, irrespective of the background, their caste, their language, their gender, whosoever wants to learn, from a 4-year child to a 40-year-old woman. Anybody,
Okay, it's not
yes,
just
it is
children,
open
it
for
can
anyone.
be grown-ups as well.
Yes, yes. So we have a lot of women who come to us and they say, okay, we want to learn basic English. Because when they go and they walk outside, there's a basic requirement that you need to speak a little bit of English. So they come for those sessions. We also run a vocational center where we teach basics of computers, from Excel to PowerPoint to how to use internet. I'll tell you, the youngest volunteer who we have is a 14-year-old school student. We also have volunteers who are 65, 66-year-old retired professionals. They come and they spend time. We have been working for 10 years. There are so many people who are now referring their younger sisters, brothers, their parents. Okay, you are free, please go and work, because I have worked, I know how they work.
So you've also said that education should help children create a life on their own terms. So could you share a success story? You've talked a lot about all the different things that people have learned. So I'm sure there must be many success stories also.
So if we talk about success stories, we can talk whole night. But the one best, which is very close to my heart, is one of the students who were in the first batch. His name is Deepak. He joined when he was in 3rd class. He came to us and he kept on learning. I guess this is pre-COVID. One day I was just working at the center. I was having my laptop. He came to me and said, okay, what is this, bhaiya? I said, this is a laptop. He says, what is a laptop? I said, it's a portable computer that you can carry wherever you can go. So he says, okay, can I get one laptop? And I very casually mentioned that, okay, whenever you will pass your 12th class, I'll give you a laptop. That was around 2017, 2018.
Okay.
Last year, this student, he appeared for his 12th exams. He is the first in the entire slum to pass 12th exams. He got 86% in CBSE.
Wow.
Then we made him give his CUET exams. He cleared that. He got admission in Delhi University in the very first cutoff list. He is now in 2nd year. And the best part is, now when he's in college, he comes to our centers and every weekend he is a volunteer. He's one of the volunteers. He comes and he teaches everybody.
He has come full circle.
Yes, he has now, because prior to him there were a lot of senior students and most of them, they used to drop out by the time they were in 8th or 9th class. Now there are so many families. So families who were criticizing him and his family, that why are you sending your child to college? This is not good for you. They are now sending their adults to children to the centers, giving his example that if he can do it, why can't you? He is an inspiration to all the people,
And
including
he's a cycle breaker in his family also.
In the entire community where they stay.
Now, to have such impact, in this day and age, there's so much social media buzz. Everybody has a short attention span. Even charities are driven by celebrity faces.
Right.
So how do you keep the focus on Pehchan for the long run? How do you create impact?
See, the beauty of this initiative is it is driven by volunteers. It is not driven by because we had some good influencers. It is not driven by because we have invested a lot of money. It is not driven by that because we are generating some revenue. It is an option for volunteers. Hey, you want to do social work, we are giving you the best platform to work. Come work. So when you get the right platform and when you feel that satisfaction, that motivation, you go and tell 10 people that, I'm working with this organization and these are my students. This is how wonderfully I'm working here. So more than influential thing, it is like a word of mouth. It is the references that we are getting. And obviously it is because of the volunteering work. We don't have to push people to work. people come and they push themselves because that is their motivation. That is what they always wanted to do. Every student has an ID card. We have our own curriculum. There's an attendance structure. There's a proper volunteer training. So everything is tracked, everything is monitored. And when you come on ground, when every time you have same set of students, more than a job, it becomes your responsibility. Our volunteer is to student ratio is hardly 1:3 or 1:4, which means every volunteer has only 3 or 4 students with them for 3 to 6 months.
So they get the right kind of
Yes.
mentorship also.
Yes. So it is more than teaching, it is mentorship, wherein the volunteer connects with the student. They understand their language, they understand their background, and once that connection is built, the input comes automatically. Then more than their students, it becomes like they are my family members, they are my younger siblings. So how I treat my younger siblings, they start treating the student that way.
As you receive the Ramoji Excellence Award, what is your message to younger people who want to work with street children?
Find your objective. Like, where do you exactly want to work? So whatever you're doing, whatever social work is of your interest, at least put some of your efforts in terms of educating somebody. Even if you work for one person, like there's a saying, each one teach one.
Yes.
So find people around you, whosoever it may be. Educate at least one person in your life, because as an individual you cannot change the world. People who say we can change the world, I don't trust them. Right? You cannot change the world, but yes, you can change the world for at least one person. If you can't work directly, contribute to the causes. Maybe just sponsor education. I can't work, but okay, I can pay the fee of a child.
Yes.
It's not much. So if we don't contribute in educating, again, we are, even if we have thousands of schools and colleges in India, the kind of education we are giving, there's a disparity, there's a lack of connection. Right? We should make it a habit and also a belief that education is the basic right of everyone. And anyone, if you see around who is lacking this basic right, come forward and help them. That's how you'll make a better country, that's how you'll make a better society, and that's how you'll make a stronger community for yourself.
And on that note, congratulations for winning the Ramoji Excellence Award.
Thank you so much.
And we wish you all the best with Pehchan. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
joining
thank
us
you.
at ETV Bharat.
Thank you.